2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yeah, he's going to have some bullets coming his way throughout this entire matchup. Let's see if he can dodge them. And let's see what he can do here today. Not quite the shot he was wanting. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Ooh, right by the hole. And that should secure the par on this one. He finds himself in a share of eighth. The second hole is a long par 3, all typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 16 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
This one's online. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Currently 1 under for the round. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
That was wonderfully done. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Get excited. This could go in. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And here we are with the third shot. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Sitting at -1, currently tied for second. This putt to move their way to the top of the leaderboard. Ouch, that hurts. And this putt to move into a tie for first. He finds himself in a share of the lead. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front nine, measuring just under 400 yards, Rich. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Well, safer than the surface. Maybe it's time to hole a long-range bomb. Setting up here with a very long putt. Okay, steady now. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Oh, this looks pure. Oh, that's a ripper. And that will take him to 3 under. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
1 stroke behind her rival this week.
And back to the course with the live action. Let's have a look at the 7th hole of par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Going with the hybrid. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
And coming up well short.
That is a touch of class from the bunker. Opportunity to make their par. And now at 3 under overall. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
They've decided to club up.
That's some good golf right there. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Oh, you know you want to.
Fair effort. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently in 4th place.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Opting for the 3-wood. This one looks to be a tad wayward. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough.
Hitting it over here in the first place was just awful. I would blame his caddy.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This one to save par.
That will work. Well, Richard, feels like this player has poked the bear, haven't they? They've gone out and got an early lead in this matchup.
I like that, poking the bear, yes. They're up early, but still, there's a lot of time left. As they said in Gladiator, are you not entertained? I think we will be at week's end.
Playing from 110 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Not a bad play, that one. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's incredible. And for birdie too. Oh, here she goes, marching up the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
L is for left. No, I don't know if they meant to do that.
And here we are with their 4th. Just 2 shots behind. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Time to catch up with the Canadian, Brooke Henderson.
Second shot here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Didn't that look good for a long time? Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
That is not proper beach attire, is it, Luke?
Oh, dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Oh, almost went in. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
He needs this to drop to tie with Lydia Ko.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious, you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side. Make a par. Pretty simple.
Sitting at 3 under par. Tied for second place. That's nicely done. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
11 feet left to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Just didn't drop. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Needs a little ground help to the left. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Straight out of the top drawer.
Judging it beautifully.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That's a bit out of shape. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, some smiles here, a bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely. Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Hey, nice looking line. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that will take him to 4 under. He's currently in the second position. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Nicely done. John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 17th.
Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
For eagle. Well, what a way to make a move to the top of the leaderboard. Leading by a shot after that hole. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Get in. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 7 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
This putt coming up is for birdie. That was a gallant attempt. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And another round safely in the books. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
And they better not be looking backwards, or they're going to get spooked at who is chasing them down. In saying that, though, they're on top of the leaderboard after the first day. They got to feel good about what they just did.
Well, that'll just about do it. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beeman. Rich, as this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Well, with such a small lead, Luke, I think that they need to produce something solid. Small leads are no fun. I mean, you're out in the lead and you're excited about that, but it can be lost so quickly if they're not careful. One bad decision could wreck it for them.
I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. That one should find the surface. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. What's in front of them, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, so close. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
And now that finds him in first place. Here we are at the second tee. Going with the 5-wood. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Yeah, that was a safe play. 16 feet to the hole. Oh, just missed. This is a par putt. Ooh, nice line. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
There she is, third place.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And now -7 for the event. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Yeah, well played.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Looks good off the blade. Well, what a start. This is impressive.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Time to face a par 4 now. Yeah, that one will play. Playing from around 110 yards out.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, this should be unpredictable. Getting ready to play their third. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup. This putt to try and save their par. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
They're nicely holed. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Currently 8 under overall. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage.
Already in the lead, looking to extend that.
Well played. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
This putt to get to double digits under the card.
Ouch, that hurts. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Now 5 shots up after that hole. This hole is a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one needs to kick left. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for a par now. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Well, she's in 5th, and she'll want to climb from there.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
This putt is about 8 feet. Ooh. This is a bogey putt coming up. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And with that hole done, this player currently is in 1st place, followed by Will Zalatoris. Sitting at 8 under, currently in the lead. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
And a par putt awaits him.
That's frustrating.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Second shot here on the 10th hole.
They've chosen to club down here.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He shares the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. That was pretty straightforward. With that hole finished, they're currently in top spot alongside Will Zalatoris.
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous.
Sitting at 7 under in a share of the lead.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
That's disappointing.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She got one back on that last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Solid little par putt here.
That gets the job done. Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for 1st in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Not too sure that was, but that didn't even come close to resembling a golf swing.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the 2nd cut.
That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from about 105 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron.
This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. And the player's left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Big par saver coming up for this fella. That was a gallant attempt.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
It's just about 3 feet away.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And on the leaderboard now, they currently sit 2nd behind our leader, Will Zalatoris.
Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. Nicely done. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Going with the 8-iron here. Well, that's one of those shots you wish you had a do-over. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
This next putt for double bogey.
It's looking solid.
Just didn't drop. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently in 5th place.
It's time now to take a look at Lydia Ko. How close was that to going down? Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Reminds me of the song by the Tubes, She's a Beauty.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader.
Let's begin the 14th.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Opting for the 5-wood. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Lining up the birdie putt here.
This is all that's left to pull ahead of Lydia Ko. They're going to try to apply some pressure here.
Currently 4 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here. 3 strokes off the lead. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's 1 stroke behind her rival in this event.
And back to the play, shall we? Getting ready to play their 3rd. Only a few shots off the pace. Wow, that almost went in the hole. If he makes this, he'll save his par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. That's an awful error. Now 4 under par. Currently tied for 3rd. Going with a 3-wood here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That's tracking. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently tied for 1st.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Let's return to live play now. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is about 24 feet for him here. This for back-to-back birdies.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
I like it. He's feeling it.
Why not take another look at that effort?
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
A bit short with that effort.
Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for the lead. On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Please, you could join us for this third round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances today?
Yes, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. Nicely done. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, just missed. And he's down there. You got to read.
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Currently 6 under for the event. Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Going with the 5-wood. We need this one to bounce right. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Here's Lydia Ko. "13 feet to the cup."
This one's tracking.
Well, that'll play. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. And here we are with the third shot.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Big putt for par coming up. With that hole finished, they're currently in top spot alongside Will Zalatoris. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Putting for birdie.
Putt is underway.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard, but Will Zalatoris is second.
That's not the one he wanted. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Great touch. John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 7th hole.
Here we have a short par 5.
In the lead and could extend it with a birdie or an eagle on this short hole.
Bit disappointing, that one. Second shot here on the 6th. Opting for the 5-wood.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
That's tidy. This putt to get to 10 under par.
They're staring this down for eagle.
Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris.
Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Sadly, this one will make a splash. Playing their fourth shot.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
That's going to find the water, sadly. Here's their sixth shot. He leads the field by a stroke.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 10th.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. 15 feet to the cup. It's tracking. And there it is. After that hole, they sit in second place behind the leader, Will Zalatoris.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Playing from around 150 yards here, just 3 strokes back. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Is this one heading into the sand? Yeah. They found the sand here. Oh, that one just missed the hole.
John, give us a small update.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 11th.
Time now for the 4th shot. Just 3 back from the leader. Ooh, that almost went down. This one's for bogey.
Yep, tracking well.
Unfortunately, a bogey goes on the scorecard there. And Rich, as we make the turn, I'm interested in your thoughts on this player's performance so far.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Well played, mate. Currently -5 in a share of second spot. Going with the 7.
Ooh, yeah. This one's headed right.
Our coverage continues here at the 12th. Here's Lydia Ko. This would be a great up and down from this spot. That's a touch of class.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Trailing by 4 strokes. Not bad. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. 4 strokes off the lead. Going with the 6-iron here. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Handy out of the bunker there.
Will Zalatoris currently on top of things as it stands.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. That's a big drive. Time for the second shot at the 12th. always like it when they take the big dog and let it rip from the middle of the fairway.
Well, there's the line, the greenside bunker. Can they get this one up and down? How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
8 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. No, that's not the shot they wanted.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it, though.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Looks good.
Yeah, he'll take that. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hey guys, we're down here checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 15th.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
And that impressive young man, Will Zalatoris, currently leads this one.
Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
A par putt awaits.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set here for her next shot on the 16th.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader.
Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Strong par 4, your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
This one needs to kick left. Yeah, quality shot that. 13-footer coming up here. Go on, get in the hole. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible.
And on the leaderboard now, they currently sit second behind our leader, Will Zalatoris.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Second shot here on the 16th. Well, that's a handy shot.
And the birdie with big wings on the table here if they can make this one.
Come on, don't be shy.
A bit too much pace on that one. And this putt to move into a share of first place.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under.
New Zealand's Lydia Ko setting up her next shot.
How close was that to going down? And that makes him tied for first.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your three, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Ouch, that hurts. Putting for par. Well hole. Let's move on. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. A birdie putt awaits. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that brings an end to today's play. Let's head to the clubhouse. So, Rich, they look like me through the front nine that round, but fortunately look like you are coming home.
Luke, I don't think you could have said it any better.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey and Rich Beam here, bringing you all the action of the final round. And Rich, I love these days. Championships are decided. Has this player got it in them to pull out the win?
Luke, currently in second place, heading to the final round. Not a bad place to be, but let's face it, these guys aren't playing for second place, are they? They've got their eye on the prize. They want to finish number one, so they're going to have a good final round to make that happen.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it. Oh, well played.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Time to tee off at the second. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for a par here. He's currently just in second place. Teeing off here at the third hole.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one heading towards the green.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
A bit long on that one. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
Being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
You like that, didn't you? And here we are with the third shot. He's 2 shots back. Great shot. This putt is of 9 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
Wonderful shot. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We've arrived at a par 4. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Second shot here on the 5th. And choosing the 8-iron here. Good shot there, Beamer. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. It's time now to take a look at Lydia Ko. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Currently 11 under par for the event. And after a birdie at the last, they'll take the honour on the hole.
Already in first place, trying to make that margin larger.
Well struck. This shot here from about 240 yards. He's currently tied for the lead.
Opting for the 3-wood. Bit offline, that one. Yeah, now into the lap of the golfing gods. And here we are with their 4th. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
What's a strange miss there, Luke? They've been hitting the greens all day long.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. 6th shot coming up. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this one will be for double bogey. After that hole, they sit in 2nd place behind the leader, Will Zalatoris.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Going with the hybrid. That's just inside the range. This putt to get to double digits under the card. Big chance here. Just go ahead and tap that one in. Aman on the ground. John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 12th.
And she's holed it. Absolutely magnificent.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
And as we head to the next, it's Will Zalatoris in top spot. Oh, caught up in some branches.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Oh, he's found the trees. It's disappointing.
Sitting at 9 under. Currently 2nd place. Woo, back there, horsey.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
And he needs this to save par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 13th.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Will Zalatoris currently enjoying 1st place in this one. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
Oh, that was pure. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's looking at nice round number 180 here.
Opting for the 5-iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
This one's looking good.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
And he's down there.
He's got roughly 105 yards here. Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Okay, that'll work.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
That's frustrating. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And that impressive young man, Will Zalatoris, currently leads this one. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. That's a little untidy. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Getting ready to play their third. Currently a shot off the lead. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. That's inside the house of opportunity. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, just missed the par. That'll be a drop shot on this hole. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. They're still chasing their first win of the season.
Finishing runner-up before this year, so they know exactly how to handle their nerves.
Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
Couldn't come at a more opportune time as well. Currently 2 back. Make the eagle, tie for the lead.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. It was on a good line. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. Now it's time to take a look at this 13th hole. This one might roll into the rough. And just in the first cut here.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Looking for another birdie here.
That will work on a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Here's Lydia Ko. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Oh, that was flushed. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
Looking good.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Strong par 4, your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Lining up from around 160 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot. Quality shot, that one. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That was a gallant attempt. Par putt coming up here. Now leading by one shot.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
The par 5 awaits here, but so does an opportunity. Take full advantage.
Already in control of this tournament, looking to extend that lead on this short hole.
Attaboy, good shot. Taking aim from around 190 yards here.
He leads the field by a stroke.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Ooh. What an opportunity to make a birdie. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
That one had eyes for it the whole way.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard, but Will Zalatoris is second. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Opting for the 6 iron. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And this putt for the tournament.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
And there's your Arnold Palmer Invitational champion. A stout performance on a very strong golf course.
And that was a performance that the King would have loved to have seen there, Luke. What a great win by this player.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.